was the Roman city of Verulanium. Verulanium was on the great highway that ran from Dover, Dubray as it was then called, via Londinium, to Diva, now known as Chester, and the north. Portions of the Roman city wall have long been visible, but excavations carried out some years ago revealed the great ditch, which was formerly in front of this wall. Large sections of the wall were uncovered. It was built of flint, with layers of bricks at various levels. The foundations of the great London Gate have been laid bare. This photograph shows the excavations being carried out, and from the evidence obtained, it has been possible to construct a scale model showing what it probably looked like. Through this gate, with its double carriageway, passed the traffic to and from Londinium and the south. Like the city wall, it was built of flint with layers of bricks. This makes an interesting comparison with Porchester Castle in Hampshire, the walls of which were built by the Romans. Verulanium was the only town in Britain to possess a theatre in Roman times, and the site gives some idea of its size. Excavations have made it possible to reconstruct the plan of the theatre, showing the semicircular tiers of seating, and to make a drawing of the complete theatre. Today, little more than the foundations and grass-covered banks mark the site. When Verulanium was excavated, the foundations of several houses were found. Here is a drawing showing how such a house probably appeared when it was first constructed. Here it is some years later, when various additions had been made. Several of the beautiful mosaic floors of these houses have been discovered almost intact. Under at least one of them, the stokehold of a hypercaust was found. Heat was carried under the floor and then through flues let into the walls. Many small objects have been found on the site of the city, and here are some of the tools of the Roman workmen. Some of them look strangely familiar. These nails, for instance. And this hammerhead. Roman keys give a personal touch. Needles, very similar to those we use today, have been found. And a thimble. Ornaments such as brooches, bracelets, rings, and many other personal belongings have been unearthed. Fragments of smashed pottery have been carefully pieced together. The Romans wrote with a stylus on a wax tablet, and remains of these have been found. What did the people look like who used these objects? Let's go back through the centuries to a typical scene on the outskirts of this city. The people are gathering to celebrate the feast of Vestalia. Meanwhile, a contingent of soldiers is resting on the last stage of the journey from Londinium to Verulanium. Roman citizens wear a white robe, known as a toga, a double band signifying a high rank. The wife of an important official is carried on a litter, as are Roman maidens. While the officials, tax collectors and merchants are assembling, the townspeople chat among themselves. Suddenly, the soldiers arrive from Londinium. They have travelled along the great Roman highway. The officer gives the Roman salute. He has brought a message from the Emperor Diocletian, which is read by the chief magistrate. It is decreed that all Christian churches be destroyed, and all Christians in the empire be degraded unless they turn again to the true and ancient gods of Rome. There is consternation among the Christians present. Then the crowd moves in the direction of the pagan altar. They demonstrate their loyalty by acknowledging the ancient gods. An officer of the Roman army asks a Christian why he's not bowing to the altar. The magistrate gives orders that those Christians who do not heed this decree shall be seized and punished. For 3.5 centuries after their conquest of Britain, the Romans ruled and maintained their way of life in this island. These are the people who lived in the houses and used the objects that you saw earlier in the film. The remains of their homes lie beneath the foundations of St. Michael's village on the fringe of modern St. Albans.